This video is dedicated to Dudley Toolwright. I told him I was going to build a press, and I'll tell you what, I am been so upside down in work and getting stuff done that I bought a press brake a while back and I wanted to be able to use it. So I went ahead and bought a Harbor Freight press, and these are the modifications I did to my Harbor Freight press. I put this on there, which was laying in the scrap pile, and if you know what it is, it's basically just a peg that a kid rides with. It's sticking out a bunch. I figure if I ever run into a problem with it, something hitting it when I'm trying to press it out, I'll just take a cut-off wheel and cut it off and weld a cap on it, make a nice knob out of it. But I just thought kind of looked cool, you know. And it's what I had in the scrap bin. And then what I did was I took these are in Oklahoma, they use them to run cable through in fences. I bought a bunch of them when I was running down there and just welded washers on them, ground them flat. And then I also did that, put some pins on the bottom on the back side, because I thought, man, this thing's rolling around, these things are going to fall out. So I put some pins and some washers, and you'll see that the washer's got a hole in it. What I'm going to do is I got a way to crimp cables. I'm going to put a real fine cable over to this, a long cable, and be able to just hang it right in here, droop it through here when I got it off, pulling the pin out, adjusting the pin, be able to grab it and put it back on. But I did that on both sides. And then hope I didn't mess up with this. Maybe you guys could help me out. I drilled awful close to that housing, but I think I'll be all right because it's down there in the platform to bolt it down. And I put the air over hydraulic jack, and here's what those things look like. This is a bigger one, but that's what those things look like. And I just did this to bring the air hose around front, and I figure I'll drape it through here when I'm not using it. And the casters were off of an old gurney that I got from a guy that he was throwing in the trash one day, and I just took and cut they were just the kind that shove up with a plastic bushing. I just stuck them in there, and I still got to paint that, but took them, cut them off and welded them in there, and it rolls. I mean, it glides across the floor. Well, that is when you're not hitting an air hose, but that's one-handed. It glides across the floor. What my next project is to try and orientate these like I've seen a couple of guys doing. I've seen them, you know, they drill them and put pins in them, but I'm thinking, man, that's a lot of work and a lot of energy. I got a drill press over there I could drill them with, but I thought, man, I wonder if I could just grind that off and weld some square bar right here on the bottom of these, and then flip them over to where they sit inside here. And I also got a set of Swag Off-Road, the big heavy ones that Swag Off-Road makes, that I'm going to use also. But I figure these will be used for if I got something that's just junk and I'm trying to press it out and I don't want to damage the Swag Off-Road ones, bend the Swag Off-Road ones. I got to put that, got to finish putting that, welding that brake press together. May do a video on that also. But that's it so far. I got that. And hopefully, like I said, get this finished up and get it out of here.